I went on vacation, and while I was gone, my friend James decided to take it upon himself to tear the engine out of the 1967 Mustang so we can get the new 1968 Mustang ready to put it in.
So because Ethan left, I called up one of my friends and he came over, helped me take all the bolts off, chain around it, pulled it right out.
Please enjoy. My name is Ethan, this is my friend James, and welcome to Car Creations.
We are going to be pulling out the old radiator support while on the 1967 Mustang, finishing pulling out the engine, disconnecting the drive shaft, disconnecting the transmission from all its mounts, but keeping it attached to the engine. Then we'll be pulling the transmission off of the engine, putting it on the engine stand, and yeah. But before we can pull the engine out of the car, we have to disconnect the drive shaft. So that's what I'll be working on. I got this pan. Now we just gotta pull it out from here. I hope that the fluid doesn't go everywhere. If there is any fluid in there. Oh. Come on. Okay. There's no fluid. The drive shaft is disconnected.
Here we are taking the oil filter off. And it fell. And nothing drained out.
No oil.
Flashlight view inside the oil filter, see what we're doing. It's not gelled and I don't see glitter.
So we put the drive shaft right there on the hot dog cart. Now we gotta finish disconnecting the transmission, not from the engine, just like the transmission mounts. Okay, so what we gotta do right now is we gotta finish cutting out all the rest of the radiator support mount. It's kind of a mess right now because it's just such a pain to get out and all the welds are messed up and it's really just a debacle, like that sentence. It's really just a mess. So we're gonna work on cutting out the rest of the radiator mount and then we're gonna start fitting in the new one, welding it on and getting it ready.
So here we are, we're about to work on the Mustang tonight and wouldn't you know it, we decide what we're going to do is bring out the red compressor that we've got because we're still waiting on having this one connected up. We're pretty close. We need to work. So here's what we've done. We've got the red compressor. We're about to connect it up. You might remember how Ethan said, it's cold out here. We're like, what? That guy's from British Columbia and he's calling this cold? Wow, whiny old Ethan. Well, we connect up the air hose and where'd it go? It's over here. Let me just show you. I guess this is how cold it is. The air hose blew and it's no longer useful in its current state. We've got a new retractable one that we're going to put up on the wall here and hopefully we can get some work done tonight. It's true. Measure twice, cut once.
So as you can see here, it's gone, magic. We have the old battery side panel in just so that we can have an approximate so that when we put the new radiator mount in, it's all squared off and in line and all that and looks nice. So as you can see, this one is in a lot better shape than the one that was in there before. But this bottom part is welded in all down here and this was just a mess to get down to cut off because it's welded in so many awkward places and it's just all rusted out. Should be more straightforward to put on than take off, hopefully. We're in the RV trying to get the RV started so that we can move everything around, get the tractor back to the Mustang so that we can hoist the engine out. What's going on here, huh? Maybe this is loose? Will she start? Basically what we did, it's pretty simple to pull this out except for all the rust that we had to get around. But we had to disconnect the two exhaust points from the engine, which we ended up just having to cut one of the exhaust pipes out because it was not coming off of the engine. But the engine itself has two mounting points here and here. Just two simple bolts, pull them out, and then it's free from the actual chassis itself. Then we also had to disconnect the transmission from the drive shaft, pull that out. That was fairly straightforward for the most part. We had to look up a YouTube video for that, but you know. Yeah, so we just had to disconnect the transmission mount underneath so that we could slide it out using the tractor. Any other thing that would be in the way, we just cut it out because we don't really need it and it's all rusted out anyways.
with that, I came back and they have the engine out of the car. They have 1968 Mustang all cut up and ready to put all the new pieces on.
Yeah.
And I blinked my eyes and they have already done a huge part of this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Anything else you want to add to it?
Okay, so I think what we got to work on next for the 68 is cutting out the rear tubs for the wheel wells, because we're going to get bigger tubs so that we can have bigger tires.
Sideways action really is what you're doing.
Exactly. Especially if we can get this rebuilt.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, please comment, and we'll see you guys all in the next one.
So now I'll do a little schmooky for the video. Maybe I'll turn this light on first. The little spiel, be like, hey yo guys, we cut this out. It was such an emotional moment cutting right from this car.